have to post this to bring in live now from Abuja here. We have the person that was arrested with Sowore, that is Mazi Nnamdi Iroegbu. Mazi Nnamdi Iroegbu, can you speak to us?
My brother, I salute you.
Yeah, greetings. We saw the pictures of, obviously you were in the court today. Can you tell us what actually happened there?
Thank you very much. Well, first of all, it's unfortunate that we have a country now scared of freedom of speech and freedom of association. I only went to court to witness the trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, alongside others and all that. But getting there was one saw the armed security men all over the premise, all over the place, and stopping people from having access to the court premises and all of that. But of course, I was determined to get there, and I had my way up to the level where, one-on-one with the DSS apparatus and all that. And they said, that I'm not allowed to come to the court. I said, why? They said, I'm not allowed, that there is a list already. And I identified myself as the anchor producer of a show on a major television station here in Nigeria, that is Africa Independent Television, AIT. And yet they refused my access to court. So while we were still engaging, Sowore came in, and the same thing applied to me. And before we knew it, harassment and intimidation started. They said we should get out of there and all of that. And before we knew it, he was pushing. And before we knew it, they grabbed us and moved us away from that premises. Dragged us practically on the street. Brutalized us, threw us into the police van that was around the premises there, and took us to the police station. And A.A. Hassan, who is the DPO in charge of Axis, had us in his office one-on-one. Engaged us, and we told him, we are even fighting for you guys. For goodness sake, we're not happy that the Nigerian police, the Nigerian army, the navy, all of the armed forces, the Nigerians are being slaughtered like chicken on the streets by terrible people and all of that. But all of these angles, now clearly they knew that there was no offense whatsoever. They knew we didn't commit any offense. But after all of it, they took us eventually into the court premises to confirm and ascertain that the case was on, which we confirmed, even though they didn't allow us into the courtroom properly. And then thereafter, they released us. But it was a very terrible experience, I must say.
Okay, so the pictures you shared with us, where you were sitting down with Sowore, that was the police officer's office.
Yes, that was the DPO's vehicle. That's actually after he had interrogated us in his office.
Okay.
They moved us to his office in a police van. I was behind on the floor of the police van. They drove us into the police premises in that police van. It was after interrogating us in his office that they now moved us into his own private car, and then took us to court proper. Because sincerely, we meant no harm, and it's unfortunate that the government is afraid of its own shadows.
Yes, and we also understand that there are other people. We saw other women, the supporters, who were singing some gospel music in order to comfort themselves, and that same DPO Hassan also instructed that they be arrested. Are you aware if they were?
I'm aware that some other guys were taken away. Whether they have been released, I don't know yet. But I'm aware that I can confirm to you that before my own and Sowore's arrest, that some other guys were taken away. In fact, one of our members, Gabriel Inyara, was also brutalized at the place where they picked up some other people who have not been released, up to now. So I'm aware of that, but I'm not certain that they have been released yet.
Okay. So are you also aware that the case has been adjourned? And what's your impression of what happened today in court, in general terms?
Well, first of all, I was not in the court premises, so I I cannot particularly say this is my view about whatever transpired in there. But by the environmental hazards that government was able to surround the court with, I just think that if we stay away from, getting involved directly in this, Nnamdi Kanu may not get justice. And that's why we will hope that government will learn from this. That whatever it is that they have against Nnamdi Kanu, try him in the open. Let the process of the law be carried to the letter. That's our demand. We want justice for Nnamdi Kanu and every other agitator. Because right to self-determination cannot be taken away from the Nigerian people. It's a fundamental human right. My concern is government is afraid of its own shadows, really, because I don't know what they are afraid of. If not, you have the guy in your custody and you brought him to court, then allow the process. Unfortunately, we have seen that a government is out there to intimidate, to harass, to possibly even pick more people, and it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. I hope that the international community would pay more attention now to what is happening in Nigeria as it affects Nnamdi Kanu.
Thank you very much. We hope, as you are now and where you are, that you are safe, so to say, right?
I'm very safe. I'm very safe. I'm very, very safe. With my brother Sowore, we had it was a good omen, if you ask me. It was a good omen because it will add now to the narrative of what's going on. If they intended to isolate Nnamdi Kanu and think that nobody will come out, we have shown them that the fact that you called him a terrorist doesn't make him a terrorist. We're ready to stand with him and ensure that he gets justice. That's our demand. That's our demand.
Thank you very much once more. You're speaking to Njenje Media TV. Thank you once more, Nnamdi. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, people, you've heard it. That was the same guy that was, taken away with Sowore, and he can now confirm it. That is ASP Hassan, the guy who instructed the arrest of others who were in the court premises. The question is, why they clamp down on every single person? Why? Now, for many of you who are just joining us, once more, this is Mazezoke here. If you're for the first time coming across this platform, please do us a favor. Kindly share, subscribe to this platform. If you're on Facebook, just like this page, share this stream so that others will also know the truth of what is happening. If you're joining us on YouTube, please also do the same thing. Subscribe to this platform. Click on that bell icon so that anytime we come online, you will be among the first to know and join us immediately.
Yeah. Okay, so I will be at the junction. I will be at the junction. Hold on. Okay. I can't move. Where is it? With the tripod, though. They took the tripod out? Yeah. Okay, so I will be at the junction. I will be at the junction. Hold on. Okay.